Is Cape Town a creative city? That question brought along a number of questions for me. How do we measure this? And once we have the answer to the first question, how do we then strategize, build, and establish the foundations for a strong, innovative society for the city? And what does Cape Town really need, not just to be a design city, but also a world-renowned city? How do we tackle the misconceptions, and how do we build a culture of design? Now, before we're going to go through anything else, we all first need to be aware of the following. There's a number of things I'm going to go through with you. The first is government's aim. Their aim is to develop an outward-orientated modern knowledge economy, and their interpretation of a knowledge economy is the following: a national system of innovation. That makes us, that's part of the creative industry, extremely excited. And then if you continue reading, then you see the following: focus, yet again, on math, science, and technology. The next few things we need to look at, just a few misconceptions. General misconceptions. The first one, looking at generally it's perceived to be a sector that's expensive and elitist and just therefore exclusive to a small group in society. At school level with parents and teachers and principals, it's seen to be a subject that has no content. It's therefore not academic, and people see this as a soft option for students who can't achieve in any other subjects. Overall, it's also not seen to be an industry that makes an economic impact, and therefore they don't see it to be related to scarce skills development. It has no place, therefore, in a developing country, and most people don't see the link between technology, architecture, and engineering. Another thing we need to become aware of is, even although the people that's part of the creative industry, we are aware of top designers, but yet from the outside world, they still see us as a manufacturing country of other countries' ideas, and we need to change that. So for Design City, really needs to become a leader in the field of innovation and entrepreneurship. Another issue is that design is continuously categorized as a subcategory of the arts. And I really believe that we can't expect decision makers to take creative industry as a serious contributor to the economy if we continue doing that. And we really need to make a clear distinction between things. I think we can all agree that we want a city and a future workforce equipped with vital life skills so that they can tackle future challenges with confidence and competence. We need problem solvers, leaders, entrepreneurs, creative and innovative thinkers, and truly a workforce that is productive in every way, that effectively communicate and have strong people skills. And this brings me to my next question. How do we now unite the unconverted and the converted? And I strongly believe that we need to change our whole approach. We need to look at how do we change mindsets, misconceptions, and how do we actually develop these skills. We need to speak a simple language and a language that everyone can understand. There's no point in trying to interpret our industry to people who don't understand it. And we also need to look at how can we develop a culture of design, but starting at grassroots. With anything we need to teach or learn, we need to start at grassroots. The development of these life skills are strongly embedded in the school curriculum and is the basic structure of the teaching methodology of creative subjects. The creative arts like music, dance, drama, and visual arts teaches different ways of communicating and self-exploration. Confidence, focus, motivation, and dedication. In society, we all know that these sectors play a vital role in providing us not only with entertainment, but also with rich culture. These are all vehicles that captivate the spirit of our city and its people. On the other hand, if we look at design, which is commonly perceived to be elitist, for the weird and arty-farty, most people see it as a hobby or something that people use to make things pretty. And most shockingly, it's not perceived to be a sector that can bring along change and solutions. And at school, it's not perceived to be an intellectual or an academic subject or therefore a viable career. Now, I'm not sure what you thought of looking at these images on the slide, but I just quickly want to run through them. They were actually done by school kids, and I really believe if we can start developing this quality at school. The guitar that you see on the top left-hand corner, done by 2 grade 10 students, 16 years old, keen interest in music and design, and they actually designed this beautiful see-through electric guitar. It actually works. And they're busy now working on designing a guitar that actually has a memory, so you can play back the music and tunes that you've practiced. Just another example of school design, communicating, using visual communication to get across very important message, social awareness of living a green life. And talking about a language that people can understand, I think it's important to actually show the impact of design. You know, let's speak about how design affects our environment and structures our lives, how it protects us and gives us comfort. It provides us with entertainment, communicates social issues and awareness campaigns. It develops and introduces new products so that we can make informed choices. And I think what's also very important is because of design, you and I can communicate who we are, and corporates and business and branding can communicate. It's not. Okay. Another beautiful example of how design actually participates in education. It's because of design that we have toys and games that adds educational value to kids to give them the opportunity to become school ready. They learn literacy, numeracy skills, motor skills. There are many examples in our country of where design has already improved the life standards of people. This is in Malanga, very well-known example of the play pump. This community doesn't have access to water, and this little merry-go-round has been designed. There's never a shortage of children playing, and while they're playing, it actually pumps water for the community. We also can use this example of making people understand what would Cape Town be without its identity, its branding, its retail, transport, architectural structures, and city planning. And I wonder what 2010 would be, and what a success it would be without the creative industry. And it brings me back to the very first point. I'm quite interested in finding out how would we brand our city and our nation with the focus on math, science, and technology. Another idea is also to be more verbal about the statistics that we have. Let's share with the rest of the public through interesting vehicles about statistics we already know about, but the rest of the unconverted don't have this access to this knowledge. So that brings me back to the question, how will we, without the focus on design and skills development, how will we design competitive innovation and intellectual property? How will we develop enough quality products and services so that we can compete globally? And how will we equip a future workforce with the necessary life skills so that they can participate and create a successful city? My focus is on design education, and I'm not talking about higher education, I'm talking about schools. For me, this is the grassroots and where we can develop all the innovative entrepreneurial and problem-solving skills. So this is what I believe we really need to do, a really priority focus on design education, not just at higher education. And even although these students are not going to pursue a career in design, it is very important that they learn these life skills at school already, because these skills they can apply in their personal lives to be a problem solver and entrepreneurial skills and be innovative. I'm sure all parents will agree they would love to equip their children with those skills. So even if they don't pursue that as a career, we will then start developing a design culture, which is what we really want. And this culture will become our design literate citizens and our discerning consumers of good design. We need to understand that all business, if they develop a product or a service or an environment, it doesn't matter. They really depend on their market to do that research. And if the market is not educated, so let's say that market is not educated, they will in return ask for better quality products and better quality services, etc. And at the same time, businesses will learn to compete and to develop better quality products. This is also a way to get to better quality student to higher education. We can grow the industry, and we need to change the misconceptions. Really? All competitive business requires creative thinkers. Good design is crucial for civilized society. It is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Just imagine Cape Town with a new workforce that's equipped with all these skills. We will definitely have an impact on unemployment and crime. I believe that a creative mind is an innovative mind, which is extremely powerful. So I say let's empower our youth so that they can empower our city for years to come. Thank you.